control. One is neural control of respiration, other is chemical control of respiration. In neural control of respiration, we can voluntarily control our respiration or not. Yes. Now you want to expire, voluntarily you are doing this. So voluntarily control is there in the limbic cortex. Involuntarily control, even when you are sleeping, when you are not conscious about that, your respiration is controlled and the center is your brain stem. Now, one center will cause generation of respiration, other will cause maintenance of respiration. One will generate the rhythm, other will maintain the rhythm. So medulla is going to generate the rhythm. So rhythm of respiration is generated in the medulla. On the other hand, the fine tuning of respiration. Our respiration is not irregular. There is a beautiful tuning in the respiration, and that is done by pons. So pons will cause fine tuning of respiration. So remember, doctors, don't forget medulla and pons. Medulla is going to generate the pacemaker and pons is going to maintain. Now I will go in more detail by this diagram. It's a wonderful diagram. You can see this is midbrain, pons and medulla. First point to be noted here. In the medulla, we have two types of nucleus. One is called as DRG, other is called as VRG. This is your DRG, okay, this is your DRG and this is your VRG. DRG mainly works on which group of muscle? Answer is inspiratory muscles. On the other hand, VRG works on expiratory group of muscle. Yes or no? Yes also, no also. Actually, as you know, expiration is a passive process. It is not an active process. So when it is a passive process, you need not stimulate this. But during exercise, during forceful breathing, whenever respiratory rate increases, you need to cause, because it will become fast now. So you need to stimulate expiration. So only during exercise, this is a wonderful MCQ from NEET PG. In one of the last year MBBS professional examination, they have asked the same question. They have repeated the NEET PG question and they ask you in which condition, question was during exercise, which nucleus will be stimulated? Answer was VRG. So ventral respiratory group of neuron, VRG, are actually not needed in normal expiration. But during exercise, you need to stimulate VRG, ventral respiratory group of neuron, doctors. Is this clear or not? Yes. Now, coming to the pacemaker. Who is the pacemaker? Pacemaker is in the medulla and that is called as pre-Bötzinger complex. So pre-Bötzinger complex is called as pacemaker of respiration. So who is the pacemaker of respiration? Answer is pre-Bötzinger complex. Pre-Bötzinger complex is actually pacemaker of respiration and this will stimulate DRG by sending ramp signal. I will show you. These are called as ramp signal. So pacemaker is pre-Bötzinger complex. It gives ramp signal to DRG. What is ramp signal? Tuck, 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 then stop. Tuck, 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 then stop. It is called as ramp signal. Am I clear? Have you seen the ramp? They are going like that, tuck, 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 then stop. Then they do something and come back, tuck, 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 tuck. So have you seen the ramp walk? It is similar to that and it is what is called a ramp signal. Now come back. So pre-Bötzinger complex are called as pacemaker and they will give which signal, doctor? They will give ramp signal to the DRG so that it can cause inspiration, tuck, 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 tuck. But this is not the full tidal volume. You need one more accelerator in the car so that car should go forward. Just by switching the on button, you are not going to move the car for more time. You need further accelerator button. So A for accelerator A for apneustic center. So there is a apneustic center in the lower pons. Remember, so we have apneustic center at the lower pons. It is accelerator. It will further stimulate your DRG, inspiratory group of muscle. So tuck, 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 ram, apneustic. But your lung will burst, na? You have to stop. So which is the other nucleus that is going to stop it? Answer is, in the upper pons you have pneumotaxic center. At the upper pons you have pneumon is air, taxic to stop. The center which is stopping the inspiration and stimulating the expiration. So tuck, 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 apneustic, pneumotaxic. Tuck, 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 apneustic, pneumotaxic. See wonderfully how it is tuned. So pons, the lower pons and the upper pons, they are helping in maintaining the rhythm. Who was generating the rhythm? Answer was medulla, pre-Böttinger complex, DRG nucleus. Is this clear, doctor? Apneustic center is in the lower pons. It is also stimulating DRG. Pneumotaxic center will invade the DRG. Now coming to various lesions. One thing I would like to highlight. It is like a car. So is the switch on button of the car. Answer is pre-Böttinger complex. DRG are like wheels. Who is the accelerator? Apneustic center. Who is the brake and the reverse gear? Answer is what? Pneumotaxic center. Now every car has a hand brake, emergency brake. What is that? Here it is vagus nerve. Even if there is no control by pneumotaxic, vagus will help. So 50% of coming back is by vagus nerve. It is called as Herring-Brew deflation reflex. I will discuss later on. But for that purpose, remember, if lesion is below the medulla, what is going to happen? Patient will die. Respiration will stop. Because medulla is gone, pons is gone. Neither respiration is generated, nor respiration is maintained. But if lesion is between medulla and pons, what will happen? Who can tell me? If lesion is between medulla and pons, respiration will be irregular. You can see respiration will be irregular. Either vagus is cut or vagus is intact. Sometimes it will increase, sometimes it will decrease. No effect of vagus. So if respiration between medulla and pons, so respiration is generated but not tuned properly. So this type of breathing is called as irregular respiration. Now, if lesion is in the B means mid-pontine. Mid-pontine means between pneumotaxic and apneustic center. If vagus is intact, so main brake is gone, but hand brake is there. So if you apply hand brake, so car will start at a certain distance. So breathing will be deep and slow. Breathing will be deeper and slower. But if vagus is also cut, it means emergency brake is also gone. Then what is this? It is called as apneusis. Prolonged inspiration followed by fatigue of inspiratory muscles and leading to exhaustion, expiration. So that is called as apneusis. Prolonged inspiration followed by fatigue, it is called as apneusis. So if there is a mid-pontine trauma between apneustic and pneumotaxic center, if vagus is intact, it will be deep and slow. If vagus is also cut, it will be inspiration. Now, if there is a lesion above the medulla, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Above the pons, normal. Patient will be normal because medulla is intact, pons is intact. If his lesion is above the pons, so no effect will be there. But if vagus is cut, 50% of breakage of this is done by vagus nerve, emergency brake. So if vagus is cut, everything is normal Again, similar to this, it will be deep and slow. Deep and slow breathing. I hope I have cleared this.